Lori with Rock & Co Crafts. I want to thank you for joining me. In today's video, I actually do want to pour one of the most recent molds that I purchased. If you watched my most recent unboxing video, you know that I purchased the 4 Crescent Moon molds from Resin, as well as some other molds. If you haven't seen that video, I will put a link to it in the description box below. But today I just want to have some fun with this particular. This is the unicorn. There was a unicorn, the cat, wolf, and a fairy. And I just wanted to kind of get, I guess you would call it whimsical, have a little fun and fantasy with the unicorn. In order to do that, I want to use, it's the Let's Resin glow in the dark pigment powders. I just love the glow in the dark. It just brings out the child in me. And I do want to do a puddle pour. So I have several little cups here with just a little bit of resin. When I measured it with water, it took 60 milliliters. I think I mixed just a little bit more than that. And what I want to do is I want to use the purple, the magenta, the blue, the green, and the blue green. And on the blue green, I'm actually going to mix a little bit more than I guess there's approximately, I don't know, 10 to 15 milliliters. I have about 20 in here. I actually want a little bit more of this, even though it's not going to be much more. I do want a little bit more of it because it kind of brightens everything up. And I just have my little spoon here, and I'm going to put just, there's really not a bunch of resin in there. So let me put one, give it a stir, see what I think. See if I think I need to add a little bit more. I may want to add just a little bit more to this one, but I think 1 spoon of the rest will be enough because those are darker pigments. And that's just like maybe half a spoon. So let me set that one out of the way. And I love working with the glow in the dark. And I hope to get to the other crescent moons in the near future, as well as the chicks and the duck. Okay, let me set that aside. Let me grab my stick first. Give it a clean. Let's do the purple. And these do have shaker tops or pour tops, but I'm so heavy-handed that it's just easier for me to take the lid off. Let me set that aside, give this a stir. Y'all look how pretty that is. I love these powders. I love glow in the dark. It just really brings out the child in me. And of course, once I'm done pouring this and everything, I will have to charge it with a light and stick it in the dark just to see what it looks like. Well, let me clean this stuff off my spoon. All right, this is the magenta. Look how bright that is. And as always, I will put a link to some of the products that I use in the description box below. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know that I absolutely do love Let's Resin. Oh, look how bright and pretty. Set that aside. I may need to get another little wipe here to get this stuff cleaned up better. And if this isn't enough, I have just a little bit of resin, clear resin, in a cup in reserve, just in case. Seems like when I measure it with water, I'm always off just a tad. So I did try to mix a little bit more, just in case I needed it. Here's the blue. There's some bright colors going on, which should make this a lot of fun. Go ahead and clean my spoon off. Give this a stir. I have learned that the glow-in-the-dark pigment powder is a bit on the heavy side. It has a tendency of sinking somewhat, but still it should look pretty cool. Ooh, don't knock it over. All right, just one more, and that would be the green. And let me set that aside. And I do believe it's called a puddle pour. Well, I will alternate the different colors and pour them. The first thing I think I want to do is I'm hoping to be able, and this is the light blue, or the blue green I mean, and I actually want to see if I can't get it up here in the unicorn's horn. We're getting ready to find out. I may have to help scooch it up there a little bit, and hopefully that won't mess everything up. Definitely a spot that I have to watch for bubbles. Yeah, that's not going to work. So, plan B, let's just do our puddle pour. Let me see if I can do this in a way that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to need my stick for this. All right, that's the blue-green. So let's go ahead and I think I want to do purple next. I hope this is enough. Green. Pink. And I don't know if you watched the Hippie Doodle Let's Resin frog that I poured that was glow in the dark. I will also link that in the description box below. I love the way that frog turned out. So I'm hoping to get similar results with this. And I am going to have to very carefully go around the edges. I don't remember what order I went in. I have to very carefully go around the edges, for bubbles. Let me let that start spreading a little bit. And I still want to try to save a little bit of this because I want it up in the horn if possible. The blue-green. And I'm sorry, I keep getting my hand in your way. Yeah, I can't remember what order. So I'm just going to pour. Right now it looks pretty darn cool though. Looks like I may have, after this round, I may have enough for one more round. Want to make sure I save some of that for the horn. All right, so I think I'm going to finish the blue off now. See if I can get it all out of this cup. And I know my hand's in your way again. I think that was supposed to be purple, but I lost my order right after I started, what order I was pouring in. Every drop counts. Okay, there's the blue. Let's go ahead and do the rest of the pink. No, I just did pink, I think. Let's do the rest of the purple. And I am still trying to watch just to make sure I don't go over. But I still have plenty of room down here where I'm dropping things, where I'm making drops. Before I go any further, let me put a little tiny, try to put a little tiny bit up in this horn. I'm trying to go ever so slowly. I don't want a whole bunch coming out. Just a little bit. And I don't remember where I was at, so let's do some green. Get the rest of that green out. And I hope I chose good colors. I just never know. I don't want it to get all muddy. I still have quite a bit of the fuchsia, so let's finish putting the fuchsia in, and then if I have room, I'll finish it off with the blue-green. Then I need to try, I don't think I can go around, I'm going to try to at least get the tips, like the tips of the crescent moon and the horn with the tool, because I really don't want bubbles in there or bubble pits, and then give it a spray with some alcohol. All right, let me see what we've got going on here. It does appear that I still have a little bit of room, so I'm going to try to squeeze this last little bit in. This is the blue-green. And I hope this doesn't come out too dark. All right, I am going to carefully take my tool, try to anyway. Let me get a new alcohol cloth wipe and try to take my tool, and I think I'm going to take this side, just right in here. I don't want bubbles in these little points. I just stuck my finger in there. Right now, I like the way it looks. I guess we'll see what it looks like once it's done spreading. Let's give it a quick spritz with some alcohol. All right, well, that didn't take very long at all, did it? I am going to still watch it for bubbles. I'll meet you back here when it's time for the unmolding. And then, of course, I'm going to have to put it under the light and charge it, and we'll see what it looks like in the dark. So I will see you shortly. See you in a minute. It's time for the unmolding. Before I unmold it, let me pick it up. Look at all of those pretty colors. I have no idea what the other side's going to look like, but I love the way this side turned out. So let's go ahead and get this unmolded. And then, of course, you know I'm going to want to charge it under the light and then look at it in the dark. So far, this mold is coming off pretty easily. I do want to be careful around this horn. Oh, it came off really easy. Okay. Go ahead and get this off. Oh, it's pretty on the other side too. It is pretty on both sides. And the horn did turn out that lighter color, that blue-green. So far, I'm really liking the way this turned out. You know what I'm going to have to do, though? I'm going to have to set it down here, turn the light on, give it a good charge, and then I will film it in the dark, and I'll be right back. See you shortly. I absolutely love the way it looked in the dark. You not only can you see all the different colors in the light, but they show up in the dark as well. Overall, I really love the way that this turned out. I mean, I would call it, for lack of better words, dreamy, because it looks like that both in the light and in the dark. So I'm super pleased with how this turned out. Let me know what you think of the final project in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching and ask you to consider hitting the like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe buttons. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time. Thanks.